Hello, hello. Hi, friends. Welcome to today's session. My name is Christina Del Coro, and I am based out of local Calgary. I'm in Treaty 7 territory here in Calgary, Alberta, and I'm joined by one of my good friends. Who are you over there?
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Sarah Reeder, and I'm also in Calgary, just a little bit south and out of Okotoks. And I'm excited for our active session this morning.
Yes, we are excited to bring play and movement to all of you that are watching. We would love to see your comments. Let us know where you're joining in from, live or replay. Type it in the chat. So I am a yoga instructor, and I'm actually a children's yoga instructor. So if you're looking for yoga in Calgary, let me know. And so I'm excited to work on some balancing poses with you all today. And then Sarah is going to play with us as well and do more free play balancing poses. Sound good?
I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm going to do some free play. I do mostly outdoor, unstructured, loose parts play. And I manage the City of Calgary's mobile adventure playground. I created that a few years ago, and play is my passion. So I'm excited to do some yoga with my lovely friend Christina and get playing. It's gonna be fun.
Yes. So if you don't have a yoga mat, no pressure, no worries. You just need space to move your body to do so safely. So just take a peek around. What are some things that you might run into, or maybe you could move if you have maybe like a towel or at least just some space for our balancing. That is all good. So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever noticed that sometimes your mind can tell you things that are not true or real? Anybody experience this? Let me know, because me 100%. Because sometimes when we're feeling scared or worried, our mind will make up a story. Or sometimes it can start with our mind making up a story, and then that can make us feel scared or worried. And so our mind sometimes makes up stories about ourselves or others, or even situations that are not true. And it is normal to feel like this sometimes. But with yoga, when we're moving and breathing, we can really help our minds let go of these thoughts and can help us focus on the exact present moment, where we are and where we are safe. So we are going to learn to make those feelings pass through quicker, because it helps us do exactly that. All right, so wherever you are, you need space to move your bodies. So we are going to start with a classic wiggle. Can you show me what wiggling in your fingers looks like? What about wiggling in your toes? What about your legs and your arms? Can you wiggle really, really big and wiggle over here, and then turn around and wiggle over here? Can you run really, really fast, jump up, touch the ground, touch over here, and then over here? Ready? And then when I say freeze, we're gonna freeze. Ready? 1, 2, 3, freeze. Ooh. Great job. All right, we're going to wiggle some more. Are you ready? Let's wiggle in our fingers, wiggle in our toes, and wiggle really, really big and really, really low. And wiggle over here and wiggle over here and jump up and touch the ground and jump up and touch the ground and sit down. Just kidding. Stand back up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to freeze. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm starting to sweat already. How are you doing? Ready? We're going to wiggle one more time. So start really, really low. Now wiggle bigger and bigger, and you're gonna fill up all of your space with all of your wiggles, all of your awesome wiggle as fast as you can. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, freeze. Now I want you to sit down, crisscross, yogi sauce. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Let me know, how fast or slow is your heart beating right now?
Oh, super fast.
Super fast, yes.
Super fast.
And sometimes, can you name a time, another time maybe, that your heart was beating super, super fast?
Ooh, when I'm going down a really tall slide.
Oh, going down a tall slide. Yes. Okay, I'm going to teach you our first yoga magic trick. And this is our magic yogi breath. And this is when we take deep breaths in and out through our nose. Ready? Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. One more time. Deep breath in and out. And just notice, how is your heart beating now? Fast, slow, the same?
A little slower.
My heart's beating slower too.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is one of our magic yoga tricks that if you're ever in a place or a situation where you notice that your heart is beating so fast, and maybe you're thinking, oh, it's because of this situation or because of this. Remember that we can also slow down our heart, clear our brains, and use this magic yoga breath. And this comes in handy when we do balancing. So we'll put a pin in that. Okay, now I need you to stand real tall. So your feet should be a little bit apart. They don't need to be super close together yet. And put your hands down at your sides. I want you to really push down into your feet and then feel like there's a string lifting you really, really tall all the way through your head. Okay. And where we live close to the Rocky Mountains. And the mountains are so big and strong. And that's what I want you to feel within your body, is how strong your legs feel, but then also making sure that we are strong, but not too stiff. Because if we become stiff like a board, you can also tip over really easily, right? So I want you to be strong, but not stiff. And I want you to be relaxed, but not floppy at the same time. So yoga is also about balance. So can you be strong and not stiff, and at the same time relaxed, but not too sleepy or floppy? And so this pose is called mountain or Tadasana. I like to do this with my kids, and we pretend we're at the end of a magic show and we just go, ta-da! Because this will show all of your magic, all of your power, all right? So on 3, I want you to whip your arms down, and I want you to say ta-da as loud as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Good job, friends. All right, from our mountain pose, we are going to make this a little bit tricky, and we're going to grow into trees, all right? So there are different bus stops along this route. So I want you to think of a beautiful tree that you could turn into. And so we'll start with our hands on our hips, and we'll just lift whichever foot you would like and just place it up against your ankle. So this is where we are going to start for balancing. And so I already showed you a balance trick being our magic yoga breath. So make sure you're breathing in and out through your nose. And our second balancing trick is to find something in your space that's not moving. It can't be moving or else this won't work, all right? So find something not moving that you can look at, and then pair that with your magic yoga breath. And friends, you will be balancing greatly. Okay, ready? Second bus stop. Lift up your leg and place your foot up against your calf. Make sure we're not pressing up against our knees, because that is how we get injured. All right, ready, friends? If your hands are on your hips, maybe your tree will start growing branches. This will make balancing a little bit trickier. Again, breathing and looking at something not moving. Great job, friends. If you want a little bit more of a balancing challenge, let's pick up our foot and place it all the way up. Again, not pressing up against your knee. And if you push with your foot up against your leg and you press your leg up against your foot, that can also give a really great feeling of lifting up through the top part of your body. All right, good job. You can put your hands on your hips again, grow your branches. Make sure you're breathing. I'm looking at my bookshelf because that's not moving. Good job, friends. Whoa. And if you fall, That's okay. The ground is there to catch us. All right, let's shake it out and grow trees on the other side because yoga is also about balance. Ready? Hands on our hips. Let's pick up your other foot now. Place it up against your ankle. Bust up one. How does this feel? I already can tell that this side feels very different from the other side. All right, bust up two. Ready? Foot up against your calf. Good job. Maybe you start to grow your branches. This part is harder for me. I mean, this side. Okay, third bust up. Foot all the way up against your inner thigh. Again, push with your foot and push with your leg to give you even more balance. Breathing in and out through your nose and looking at something not moving. Great job, friends. All right, shake it out. Just want to double check our time. Okay, I have one more yoga pose for us. This is a little bit trickier, but I have faith in all of us. Okay, we're going to start facing whichever way you want. We're going to start with our hands on our hips. Just for now, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. I'm going to face you just so that you can see what I'm doing. And sorry, brain fart for a second. That happens to all of us. But what I want us to do is we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to lift our hands this way towards the front of us. Sorry, my brain's confused because I'm looking at us. Okay, and now I want you to start to tilt forward. And as you start to tilt forward, one of your legs is going to start lifting behind you. Maybe your arms come out to the side or even behind, right? So remember, in and out through your nose and find something not moving. Good job. You could even look down, not directly down, but just a little bit ahead of you. And that can help your balance too. Good. Now slowly lower your leg and tilt all the way back up. Good job, friends. So this is our airplane pose. So we're going to do it again on the other side. Ready? We're going to start with our hands out front and then breathe in, tilt forward, and then start to lift your back leg or one of your legs. Maybe your hands go out to the side, or behind. Again, you might notice that this side is different for balancing than your other, and that's okay. Good job, friends. All right, now lower your leg. Good job. Look at that. You learned 3 new yoga poses. Show me. Mountain. Good. Now show me tree. Excellent. Now show me your airplane. Wing. Good job, friends. All right, Sarah, over to you.
All right, guys. So we are going to do a couple little play activities that we're going to work on our balance. And the first one is a little game I like to call the creature pit. So you can either just use your imaginations, or if you have some stuff at home, you can use that. So I am going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to put out some paper. I have some paper, and I'm going to put paper on my mat like this. Whoa. And I'm going to sprinkle it all over my mat. All right. So yeah, if you don't have anything you can put on the ground, that's okay. And then we have to decide what kind of creatures are going to be in our pit. I am going to have crocodiles in my pit. Okay, so let us know what kind of animals you're going to have in your pit. And then what we're going to do is really using our balance is we're going to have to cross through the pit without stepping on any of the creatures. All right? So I'm gonna come over here. This is gonna take some balance. And because I have a lot of alligators in my pit, I'm gonna have to sneak through and not try to step on any of my creatures. Whoa. Whoa. And you can pick up your legs. Woo. Oh, made it through the pit. All right, this time we're gonna make it a little more challenging on your balance. I want you to try to cross through your animal pit on your tippy toes. So way up on your tippy toes. And this is gonna challenge your balance, all right? All right, I'm gonna make it through my crocodile pit. Whoa. 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 Sneaking through crocodile pit. Whoa. Oh. Whew. Whew. All right. All right, we're going to do one more cross through our creature pit, except this time I want you to make sure that you take at least 10 big steps through the creature pit. So we're going to stay on our tippy toes, and you have to do at least 10 big steps all the way through, or little steps. Are we ready? Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Did you guys survive your creature pit?
That was way harder than I thought it was going to be. The tippy toes threw me off.
Right, the tippy toes. So when we're looking at balance, there's a couple ways to really challenge your balance. Number 1 is you can come up on your tippy toes. Number 2 is that you want to make your base of support smaller. So if I'm standing with my feet wide, I'm going to be more balanced, but if I put my feet together and I make my base really small, that's going to be even more challenging on my balance. Moving while on your tippy toes challenges your balance. And or if you really want to challenge, close your eyes. But I do not recommend closing your eyes crossing through a crocodile pit.
Not recommended.
Bad news bears. Bad news bears. All right. Our next one that we're going to do is we're going to do tightrope walk through. This time, if you want to pretend, you can be over top of your creature pit. But we're going to do tightrope walk, which means that you start on one end and you can have your hands out for balance, and you're going to put one foot in front of the other. So your heel toe. So your heel touches the toe of your other foot and you cross in front. Whoa. And you can pretend you're acrobats way, way, way up high. And you're going to cross all the way across. And you get to the end. Ta-da! All right. We're going to challenge our balance and our imagination even more. We're going to pretend that our tightrope is really, 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 really high. And we're going to walk forward all the way across, and then we're going to walk backwards. Whew. All right, are we ready? Whoop. To get our balance, we can use Christina's magic yoga breath to help us with our balance. And we're going to go heel to toe all the way across that tightrope. You have your arms out for balance. Woo. All right, now backwards. Heel toe all the way back. Whoop. Woo. Using your magic breath, and it'll help you balance.
feel like I forgot how to walk.
Right? Oh man, that's some good balancing. So I have a challenge for you guys today, because I don't know where you guys are, but here it's a beautiful day, winter day. And our challenge today is we're going to extend these balances outside, and we're going to try to find 5 things outside in the woods or at your school that you can balance on. So maybe you balance on some rocks and you climb up on some rocks and balance on there. Or maybe you find a log that you can walk across and balance on, right? Or on your play structure, on your big toy at school. So I want you to try to find 5 things that you can balance on, okay? And then what you can do to make it even a little more fun is that we can pick our favorite animal, and we can pretend to be our favorite animal while we balance. Christina's got her little fish. So, for instance, I am going to be a penguin. I have a 3-year-old son, and he's very obsessed with penguins right now. And he likes to show me how they walk and walk outside. And I need to learn how to balance on the ice. And I will walk like a penguin. And I will waddle like a penguin. And I'll go balance outside on the ground. So that is for your challenge for today. Yes, Christina.
I have a question. Do you have any tips or recommendations for our friends that are looking to balance on something maybe really high or maybe really low? Do you have any safety tips for balancing on equipment?
Sure. So if you're going to balance on equipment and you're going to be really high, what I always like to say is if you're going to balance on something high, it should be something that you can get up onto by yourself. And so then you can get down by yourself. Because if it takes somebody, a parent or a teacher helping you up there, then you don't feel as confident that you can get down safely. So try to get up on something that you yourself can climb up onto. Okay. And then while you're up there, you can have maybe a teacher or a friend kind of stand by. Maybe they hold your hand while you balance and you walk across on something high. Okay. And then on something low, you want to try to do all the balance tips and tricks that Christina and I taught you today. So using your yoga breath in through your nose and out through your nose. You want to try to look at something that's not moving. So if you're out on the playground, don't look at your friends who are running around and playing, because that won't help you balance. Okay. And you can try to use those to balance, and also pull in your tummy. If you hold in your tummy, that'll help you balance too. And it'll help you keep nice and straight.
Just like when we were doing tree pose, right?
Exactly.
Even mountain, when we're feeling the strength of our body from the ground up, that can really help you find your balance inside your body. And then make sure that you're also looking for balance inside your brain, right? So make sure that you're telling yourself positive things. One of our rules in yoga play is to be positive, because that means that if you're trying something and your brain is telling you, oh no, this is too hard, I can't, to be positive is to say to yourself, ooh, I'm going to try. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try. Brain, remember, I am awesome, right? That is one of our biggest rules of play, is because for that reason, right? So be positive. Even notice your thoughts today. How much of it is coming up and it's negative? Is there a way that you could change it to something more positive or find balance in a different type of way? And sometimes when I feel like I can't be nice to myself, I will be nice to somebody else. And then that helps me create balance as well. So just think of balancing. Yes, we've given you lots of tricks, tools, and tips.
Lots of tools for balance.
Right? How to balance. And so think of yourself any adults watching this, how can you create more balance in your life for yourself? How can you practice these tips within your home, within your spaces, classrooms, indoors, outdoors? And just remember that balance is out there for all of us. Just gotta find it, just gotta make it is the only thing. So
yeah. And like, I love that, Christina. I love that. Tell yourself that you are awesome and you are capable of doing really hard things. And maybe today you go out and you try a little bit of a balance on the slippery ice on the sidewalk and you do a little bit of skating, but you're not ready to do something on a balance that's high, and that's okay, right? That's totally fine. You can do what you feel comfortable with, but know that you are awesome and that you are capable of doing hard things. And balance is a really good place to start. And that's where we wanted to start our active sessions, is at balance, both in our brains and our hearts and our bodies, so we can get started on the right foot for the week.
And we are so excited to join you for five more sessions throughout this month and next month. And so I'm excited to join everyone on Thursday for 30 minutes of yoga. And so if you are around, please join live or watch the replay. Again, let us know where you are watching from, because it's so great that we're able to do this and then connect with humans all over the world. And so we want to know where you're at. So let us know in the comments. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday, and then Sarah will be back.
I will be back on Monday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. So I'll be back on Monday, and we're going to do some more free play and some fun games that you can do inside, outside, by yourself, with your friends. So we're going to be doing some more play that work on some of our fundamental movement skills. So it's going to be lots of fun.
We're very excited and thankful to our friends for hosting us, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Sounds good. Bye.